So hi, I'm Stuart from HiFi PiG. I'm here today to talk to Linette, who is also my wife, Mrs. HiFi PiG, you will know her as. But we're here to talk about Women in HiFi, which is something that I'll let Lynn tell you about it. Tell the viewers a little about what the philosophy about Women in HiFi is, when you started, and all the rest of it.
Okay, cool. So Women in HiFi is something that I've been involved with organising since 2013. And basically, I started in the hi-fi industry and noticed that despite being quite a male-dominated industry and hobby, there is actually a lot of women. So a lot of businesses have women at every level in the company, from basically designing to manufacture to marketing, selling, all the rest of it. And there is a lot of women in the industry. There's also a lot of women that are into hi-fi and, you know, buy hi-fi to listen to the music on. So there is quite a few around. But I started getting women to meet up at shows. So this kind of kicked off at Munich in 2013 and was basically kind of an informal meetup organised through a Facebook group.
But you made it a little bit more formal now, haven't you?
Yeah, so there's sort of so much potential for what we do beyond just a social and networking element. And so now a business has been created of Women in HiFi. It's been trademarked in the UK, so we have the trademark through for Women in HiFi now.
Cool.
And I'm working very closely with the High-End Society in Germany, and we're going to be organising some stuff at Vienna and beyond. Also other shows, Bristol Hi-Fi Show have been great, organising stuff with them. And at Xpona, there's going to be a big meet-up there
So
in
it's pretty much
April.
worldwide, isn't it?
It's global, yeah.
And what have you done event-wise previously?
So we've done like meetups at shows that are, when it comes down to it, very sort of networky and sort of a social aspect there. But quite a lot of business has been done, like different brands have found distributors in different countries through sort of the meetups we've done. And at Munich last year, we did an expert panel. So that was a really good one.
So who else was on the panel?
So there was Angela Cardass, she chaired it, obviously from Cardass Audio. There was Daniela Manga from Manga Audio. There was Jenny Jose, who's from Bass and Treble in India, which is a distribution company and shop for hi-fi and AV. And also Amelia Santos from Inuos. So that was a really good panel that we did, and a lot of good
that's
feedback.
online if you want to have a look at it. We'll put a link to the video that is up online. So what are your plans for the future for Women in HiFi?
Well, we'd like to do sort of stuff that helps get more women into the industry and be aware of it as being an industry that's really interesting and good to work in.
So is that going into schools or going into colleges?
Yeah, hopefully sort of getting younger women and girls that are sort of still in education and making them aware of the fact that the hi-fi industry is there, and that it's whatever your sort of talents, whether that's in sort of technical aspects, electronics, woodworking, design, or sort of marketing and that kind of thing, that there is sort of roles for women at every level.
So is the idea to have ambassadors for Women in HiFi around the world?
And we're calling, you'll see this soon on the website, because the website is currently sort of being built and more added to it. And we'll be introducing the Women in HiFi Champions. So that's women all around the world. I've got quite a few signed up already, who will be sort of promoting Women in HiFi, and that do work already sort of as ambassadors, like you say, and champions for the industry. So yeah, that's.
What have you got set up I know you've got something set up at Vienna for this year. What are you
We're
doing?
sort of working on it at the moment with Manuel and Claudia at the High-End Society. So that'll all sort of be revealed shortly, but there is going to be something special happening there.
Cool. So are you allowed to tell us any of the ambassadors that you've got around the world, or is that?
Yeah, I can tell you a few that are signed up already. So there is Elodie from Triangle. She signed up already, and Claudia from the High End Society from Germany, she signed up, and I can't remember off the top of my head of the others, but yeah, that'll all be revealed on the website fairly soon. So
your events are women only. What's the idea behind not having men? Is it a safe space, or what's the thinking?
I mean, not we sort of say space makes it sound a bit like but I mean, basically, when we get together, if you sort of introduce men into the mix, then it sort of changes the dynamic of the sort of get together or the meeting and the situation, and it's sort of easier to talk, I guess, if it's like, well, this is for women, it's by women, it's for women, whether you're in the industry or whether you're into the hobby, but it is very much for women, and it's creating that space in something that has traditionally been a very male-dominated space, and it's sort of like very much well, we are here and we're here to stay and we're growing here, so
it's always been quite interesting to look at the when you've had meetings, particularly in the beer garden at Munich. You all gather and you can see the guys in the beer garden going, what's all that?
Yeah, sort of like
there?
a big gaggle of women sort of around the table and they're like, oh yeah, this is very strange. But no, it's very, it has sort of been quite a sort of soft thing, and it will keep that organicness, I think, but just formalising it a little bit with sort of what we can do and what the potential is. And it'd be interesting to see where it goes in the next few years.
So the website, that's womeninhifi.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I believe there's going to be a womeninhifi.org that will also feed through into that website, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.